Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we'll be taking a look at Sodo Build 5, which is the fifth wave of Sodo figures for Kamen Rider Build. As you can see here from the front of this box, it is comprised of Rabbit Tank Sparkling, Phoenix Robo, Cross Z Charge, and then for some reason another Night Rogue. I'm not really sure why they decided to slam another Night Rogue in here. As far as I can tell, it is in no way different from the Night Rogue that came out in Sodo Build 2, but for whatever reason, there's another one. So I'm not going to be reviewing Night Rogue as part of this, because I did already review him in Sodo Build 2, so if you'd like to go watch that video, that has Night Rogue in it, but of course we'll be taking a look at the other three. Now, as you can see, this is all kind of nicely contained in one little package here. I think in the first Sodo build, they sold it as a set so that you could go and get the 6 boxes in a little box set like this. But then for some reason, they stopped doing the box sets for 2, 3, and 4, and now they've kind of started it again for 5 forward. So basically, the two different ways is you can get a set, which is just one of each one that's different, or you can buy a box of 12. A box of 12 is basically what stores order, so they can just open it up and put it out, and people can come and buy the ones they want, like a 7-Eleven or something like that. HLJ does sell boxes, so you could buy a box of 12, but then obviously you're going to get some duplicates. So the set is just a really nice way to just get the ones you need, and then you don't have to worry about, you know, trying to sell duplicates or anything like that. So if we just go ahead and pop this open, you can see right in here that it is just numbers 1 through 7, the 2 A and B for Rabbit Tank Sparkling, A and B for Phoenix Robo, A and B for Cross Z Charge, and then that random Night Rogue that, again, I don't know why, but they just decided to give it to us again. But it's kind of cool. I like this little packaging. I think it's neat to just have these little sets, because 1, it ends up being cheaper, you don't get stuck with duplicates, and 2, I just think it's a nice little packaging. So I think it all works out. I'm really glad they decided to start doing this again. Really nice way to pick these up. So I'm going to go ahead, take these individual boxes out, and then we can take a look at the individual boxes. So you get a little bit of an unboxing. Again, I'm going to leave the Night Rogue in the box. Well, I'll show you the box, but I'm not going to be opening it. So let's go ahead. Here is number 1 for side A of Rabbit Tank Sparkling, the rabbit side. To be honest, the individual packages are not super interesting, but they do show you all the other ones that are available in this wave, and then they have a picture. So if you take a look, here is 1 and 2 for A and B of Rabbit Tank Sparkling, and you can see that the pictures kind of line up with each other, which I think is kind of cool. Sides are all boring, so we'll just take a look at the back. Pretty similar. So that's it for those two. 3 and 4 for Phoenix Robo. And then 5 and 6 for Cross Z Charge. And then here is the box for Night Rogue that I do not think is any different from the other one, so I will not be opening this. But maybe I'll do a giveaway or something soon. I don't know. I'll figure out something to do with this thing, because again, it's a duplicate that I don't need. So, putting that off to the side, we will be taking a look at these 3. So I will go ahead and get those built and come back in a sec. Okay, so now that I've got these all put together and stickered up, we'll take a look first at Rabbit Tank Sparkling. As you can see here, he does come with a little base, which I'll go ahead and take him off. That just plugs into the hole there, kind of on the back of the belt. So taking a closer look, the nice thing is that the eyes on these are actually painted. They're not stickers. So pretty much the entire face has no stickers. You have a sticker here around the bicep and then right around the wrist, that white sticker. The little insert piece here is actually a sticker, which is weird to me when all this and this is painted, but whatever. The little rabbit tank sparkling can is a sticker, as you can see there, as well as this part of the driver. And then obviously all the legs are stickers, except for the white on the spirals here. That's paint. But everything else is stickers. And the feet are painted because they're separate pieces. So, but yeah, he looks really great. I like him a lot. Articulation-wise, head can move around. It's on a ball joint. You have shoulder joint, which this one is a little limited because of these pieces. And these pieces are really soft plastic. The shoulder pads are kind of really soft plastic as well. And I think that's because they're kind of pointy. Even these little fins here on the forearms. So I think for safety regulations, because they're kind of pointy, they had to make them soft plastic so kids wouldn't kind of stab their eyes out or anything. But in any case, you have shoulder, which can move up and down. The shoulder pad is, on a hinge there. You have the bicep swivel. You have 90 degrees at the elbow, and then nothing in the wrist. Now, obviously, this one is completely unhindered. So you can get all the way out to the side. Full range of motion there. You have a waist swivel. You have out to the side and front with the waist or hip there. Bicep. Yeah, bicep. It's a thigh. So I'm sorry. I'll start again. Out to the side and front and back at the waist. No, again, that's the hip. I know my body parts, I swear. I'm a human and I know how humans are built. This is the waist. This is the hip. Then you have your thigh rotation, over 90 degrees in the knee, and then you have a ball joint in the ankle. So really nice articulation. Pretty much what you would expect from a standard action figure. And when you think of the Bottle Change Rider series, Bottle Change Rider does not have the head or waist, or I should say neck or waist, but they do have the wrist and then the two sets of fingers to hold items. But I mean, these guys just have kind of, peg hole fists, so they can hold stuff. It's actually, they kind of hold stuff better because they don't have to close around it. You just plug it right in. But in any case, I like this figure a lot. I think they did a nice job with Rabbit Tank Sparkling. So, very cool. Now, you can take this one apart and mix and match the pieces. I'm not going to go over that because I feel like if you've seen it in one video, you know how it works. This top section pops off. You have to pull the little insert out here, and then you pop the leg off, and then you can just mix and match them. But the head is one solid piece, so you can't mix and match the head, but you could mix and match the rest of the body parts. So moving him back, we move on to Phoenix Robo, which again, same stand peg hole there on the back of the belt. So I think this one's cool. The only thing is there's a lot of really dark gray stickers. Like, there's dark gray stickers all up and down this leg, but I feel like you almost can't tell because they're so dark that the black of the toy just kind of blends in. Like, I mean, if you looked at it like this far away, I feel like you wouldn't even be able to tell. I mean, it's very, very barely visible, but it's got all the standard, leg. It's basically the same equivalent of the red here. So there's gray here, there's gray here, there's gray here. The foot is painted, and that's the same ball joint. All the same articulation as Rabbit Tank Sparkling sticker here. This guy's got a decent amount for the robot arm. You have this silver sticker here. You have this whole piece here is a sticker down to the orange, I guess, band that goes around his wrist. And then these orange pieces here on the robot hand. Now, the robot hand, these pieces can move independently of each other. This bottom piece is completely stationary. So this can close around stuff, or you could have just one close around if you wanted to. If you want to make it look like the robot's flipping the bird or something. But, so basically, that can close like that. This piece here, which is like a hydraulic piece, you can move it around a little bit, and it will kind of start to bend. Like, if you would bend this too much, you'll see how it kind of starts to bend. The other thing you can do is this can kind of unclip. It just kind of like loosely pegs in there. So if you want to unclip it and then go ahead and, get a different pose like that, and you don't have to worry about bending the piece. So it's cool because you kind of get the cool effect, but then you can also unhook it so you can move around so it doesn't limit the motion, which is nice. And you can, if you wanted to kind of put this out to the side or something like that. So you can get pretty much the full range of motion from the shoulder piece by just unhooking that little hydraulic piece. Otherwise, pretty much standard articulation. Robot claw, phoenix head for the 2 eyes. And then on the back you have these wings, which you can kind of, if you want, you can take them completely off. They just peg off like that. And then you can just have the form if you like it better like that. Or, of course, you can go ahead, you can see the peg holes right there. So you just peg them back on. And then this piece, it's one whole piece. You can move the wings. I think on the show, he only ever has them hang down like a cape. I don't think I've ever seen him, like, fly with them. But you could certainly simulate that. You could have him go off to the side if you wanted him to kind of fly around like Hawk Gatling. You could certainly simulate that. But I think on the show so far, he's only ever kind of had them hang down like a cape. But it is possible. And again, this guy has all the same articulation as Rabbit Tank Sparkling. But I like it. I like the giant robot claw. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm satisfied with the amount of articulation. Just all the stickers on this is a lot. It's kind of funny. When I opened the Phoenix half, there was like barely any stickers, just kind of for the leg. And then when I opened up the robot half, I was like, oh, because there's so many stickers here on the claw, and then this forearm piece and everything. There's like, this is actually 3 pieces. The claw for the eyes, 3 different stickers. So if you pick these up, just be aware, you're in for some stickering fun. But they stay on pretty well, I have to say, once you get them on there. I know a lot of people do the kind of clear coat of Mod Podge or clear nail polish or something, and I keep going back and forth on that. I know I probably should to keep them nice, but I just kind of don't feel like getting into that whole mess of having to keep that stuff around with the paintbrush and everything, and I don't know. I keep going back and forth. I probably should just cave and do it, but in any case, moving on to Cross Z-Charge. I wanted to show him off with the first head, because he does come with both. So I think these heads are hilarious. These like nozzle heads, where it looks like the mouthpiece of the kind of juice box or juice pouch or Capri Sun type, you know, beverage. So I think that's hilarious. Basically, when they change with the squash driver, this is the head, and then the jelly like forms over top, and that's what forms this. So it does come with both heads. This is the one that comes with the body set. This comes with the shoulder pads, and it's kind of weird. Like, it's literally this chest piece. These 2 chest pieces here are armor that clip over top of the body. So the one pack is just the 2 chest pieces, the 2 shoulder pads, and then this head, and then the other one is the whole body. And you just kind of clip everything on. But I'm going to go ahead and pop this head off, and now pop on the final head. That doesn't really snap on as much as I'd like it to, but it does pop on. And then, of course, you have the ball joint range of motion. So here is Cross Z-Charge. Really nice stickers here on the shoulder pads. I think they came out great. And they stick on and apply very nicely, very easily. You have a little sticker for the jelly. You have a little sticker for the wrench. That looks like it may have come off a little bit. There we go. You have some thigh stickers here, a little bit of bicep stickers. Otherwise, most of the detail is already kind of molded in. All this darker gray is painted on, which I appreciate. And then it does come with this attack version, and you can see the dragon, the cross dragon, is plugged in there in the attack mode. So you have this little connection like that, which you just kind of plug into the bottom of the fist. And then there you go. He's ready to attack. But the Phoenix Robo actually came with the gun version. So you can swivel this around and also plug this in. And you can have the gun version too. Now I don't know. I'm assuming this one's light gray because it actually came with Cross Z-Charge, so it's molded in the same color plastic. Whereas this one's black because it came with Phoenix Robo, who is, you know, black is his base color. So I guess that makes sense, but it's weird having them in different colors. I almost feel like this would be better suited to be given to Grease because it would fit his color scheme. But I don't know what accessories Grease is going to come with, so I guess I'll wait and see once I get him, and see if it makes sense. But I really like Cross Sea Charge. I think he looks great. Like I said, the stickers are sharp. I just like the design of the suit. I think the color scheme works really well. I like that a lot. And then, of course, he has his little base here. So, yeah, I definitely think all three of these are fantastic. I love Rabbit Sparkling. I love Cross Sea Charge. Phoenix Robo is very cool, especially since we probably will not see a Phoenix Robo in the Bottle Change Rider series. So this will be another form exclusive to this line, which it's always fun to get an exclusive form. But I love the wings. I like the robot arm. I think they did a pretty good job with Phoenix Robo, so really happy with that. So yeah, I can't recommend this set enough. Definitely go out and pick it up if you can. I do think it was weird to include Night Rogue once again, but alright. I guess maybe they just wanted a 7th figure or 7th box to put in this set, and they figured they wanted one that stands on its own, and there's not a ton that do that, so maybe that's why he was selected. I really don't know. I don't know. So, but either way, it's, you know, you're going to get a duplicate. It's no big deal. I definitely recommend picking these up because they're a lot of fun, and the 3 new ones, the 3 new full figures that you do get are really, really well done. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share the figure. Yeah, the figure. Please like and share the video. Man, I don't know what it is. I can't talk today. It's been a long week. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.